game. Kamoshi in the net for the Squall and McMahon in for the Crowns. And already on the attack for the Crowns is Joe Marshall. Back around and over to David Lane for the Squall. Great deke around to a wide open man. Pulaski with a shot in. It rolled off his stick. Turns up and couldn't find his way toward Reardon. Cleared the zone and back down to Jacob Ennis.
I gotta read.
Ennis off the board. Pulowski gets the return. Back to Pulowski. And this is it. Hans takes a stick and turns it over to Cassetta. Pulowski goes to the wide open David Lane, but he misfires. Back to Reardon. To Pulowski. Shot off a body, went off of Hans. Sacrificing the body to make that block. Marshall trying to break it up, and it's back to Pulowski again. Hans getting entangled up. Hans clears the zone. Back to Witt. Brings it up to Pulowski. He'll try a shot, and off the blocker of Danny McMahon. Away from the Crowns. Stretches right, trying to look for Jack Ingles. Back to Bateman, and hits a double team. Reed Southern stretches up and almost has something for Lons, but intercepted. Well, it turns into a 2-on-1. Lons with a shot saved by McMahon. Back off the boards. Over towards Brian Hooks as he waits for his team to get back on side and shoots that one way high. And he was behind the blue line, so it's an icing against the Squall.
Somebody yelled red line. He's taking that shot before.
Won by the Squall. Witt along the boards. DJ Goodwin up to Lons on the right wing. Up toward Furness. Up to Bateman at neutral, but taken away by Tim Corrigan. Corrigan with a shot saved by McMahon, and he covers. By the Crowns, Terry Janinga, and put it in front of his goalie. Dangerous area to put that in. Trying to push out, and is unable to hold.
Fine.
And we have a whistle. It was off. They said offside. Won again by the Crowns, Janiga. Try to play left over to Ethan Pinto. Chris Young trying to hang on to it. And no hand pass there as it was backwards. Goes back into their own zone as Cernas trying to go up for Pinto again. But it goes back into the right corner. Hang on for control. Tip! Second chance save by Mark Kamoshi. And if I saw that, collision away from the play. And they're going to have a penalty here.
Hey, let's go 1 plus read on me. Yeah.
A collision between Ryan Reich and Ethan Pinto. And I think they're going to call, they're going to call Pinto for the penalty. of the game. And what hopefully will not be a trend, unlike the last game. Here's Southern. Wrist one, that's blocked. He scores! Sam Pulowski!
Reed, come on.
Only 6 seconds and the Squall strike first.
Hey, that's first, Sammy. That's weird. I said under 5 seconds. They're right.
Okay.
Won by the Squall. For Pulowski, his first NBHL goal. Race to the corner. Picked up by Pulowski, shoots it wide. And then by Witt, cycles around, back to Reardon, and it goes right by him, and it's out. Back down to Nick Cassetta, who will play back to Reardon. Back and forth they go in their own zone. Now up to Lane as they enter. Less than 6 remaining in the period. That one goes out of play. And we'll see where they place this face-off at. Picked up by the Crowns there. In the meantime, collision at the dot. The Crowns take control. Losey sends it up, was looking for Greco, but he leaves it. Ennis in the left corner. Now will send up to Lons. Back to Southern, crosses DJ Goodwin, and we'll just roll one on net, and McMahon with the cover.
Hey, touch on. Roll it.
And back over to the Squall. Hooks with a shot, saved by McMahon. Hooks again. This one into the left corner. Right. Holds it on the boards. Now back to Hooks. Hooks with a wrist shot, tipped high. Back behind the net. Morgan. Pressured. Now taken away. Rosen sends it up. Back to Hans. Back to Marshall. Crosses back to Greco. With a shot. Save. Rebound opportunity. Can't find it. Back to and over to great block on the ground by Ryan Prussia. Back along the right boards will be thrown around and will be held onto by Kamoshi.
Keep it short.
Picked up over to the right. Brought down by Pulowski, attempted clear. Now to reach to David Lane, but he will get there. Drops back for Pulowski, broken up by Chris Cookingham. Pilka. Pilka crosses over, finds Pulowski. Drops back, Witt with a shot blocked by Bateman. Pulowski goes left, Cassetta goes across, tipped on, and saved by McMahon! A great look and a great tip by Pulowski, but McMahon read that play perfectly. Back it goes to Whip. He'll just throw it around, glove down. We'll find Tremaine.
No.
He'll just push it to the right corner.
Come back to it.
Reardon, right behind his own net. Tries to send it back around. Forbes moves in. Witt trying to hang on. Forbes gets it again. Forbes centers up and tried to get a connection, but couldn't find Ethan Pinto. Now Levine tries to center up and had a chance for Pinto again, but he can't get it off as he was interrupted. Back to the right corner. Southern, pressured by Pinto. Plays back to Brownlow. Back, out it goes, got him. Race for control between Lons and Tremaine and Lons in a battle. Lons has control. Less than 3 remaining in the period. Lons waiting, now plays back to Reardon. He'll try to shot, gets blocked. Forbes, the other way for the crowd. Just tip to that corner and the Browns will go off for a change. Reardon behind his net. Will be pressured, but we'll get it off. Over to Young, back to Ryan Wright. And Krusha tries to pass, but gets blocked. Well, this is going to be interesting here because Reich was on top of the ball. And it does not look like he will be knocked for a delay of game. They're just going to have a center draw. It's going to be back over to Frank Losey. Tie between Fritz and Reich. Back to Losey. He's back for Krusha.
Good.
Caprella plays back behind the net. Fritz in the left corner, pressured by Ennis. Is forced to turn over to Young. Passes speed as it goes to the right corner. Tim Corrigan tries to center up, gets blocked. Back it goes for Caprella. Long on the change. Opening for Cassetta, shot blocked by Losey. Back in the corner again, drops it back. David Lane. Back behind again, pressured by Losey. Look for a lane, but just does not have anything. Goes back across. Olowski with a chance and a save by McMahon. Grab around attempt, that's stopped. Rotating 1 minute remaining. Trying to push down. Pulaski with a shot and a save. Pulaski one more time. Another save. And McMahon with the cover. Still looking for a clear winner. Looks like it'll go to the Squall. Back around and McMahon swats at it back to the left corner. Bounce back on the attack. Thrown down the floor by Joe Marshall. Back to the left corner. We'll play around looking for Nathan Hans. Greco turns it around. Thinks about it. Playing off a little too long. And it turns into a 2-on-1. DJ Goodwin thinks about a shot, gets blocked by Kaniga. Corrigan, back, Reardon, Tries a wrist shot, save, rebound, goes back behind the net. 7 seconds left. Everyone tied up, comes out in front of the slot, 2 seconds, and that is the period. They try to get themselves up to the number 2 position. Maybe a chance for Ingles. Shot wide of Kamoshi. Jacob Ennis is tied up. Comes back behind the net. Left over Ingles, and a shot gets blocked. Back over to Jacob Ennis, back in the opposite corner. So up for Corrigan, but gets interrupted. Back to Ingles one more time. Wrist shot blocked. Goes back to the right corner as they keep battling for it. And now maybe a 2-on-1 the other way. Shot wide of the net from Corrigan. Now Ingles and Young going at it as it comes off the safety netting. Attempt to keep in, successful. Back to Cassetta. Takes to the outside, but gives it away to Bateman. Trying to get her out, but good keep in by Martin Witt. Here's Ingles again. He'll just send it over into the end boards. Kamoshi will lead it for Reardon. Reardon waiting for an option. Now goes left to Cassetta. Centers up. Pulowski back to Cassetta. And almost had an opening, but lost control. It goes back behind the net. Back to the outside, Losey looking for an option behind the net. And now we'll be able to break out. Levine gets cut off. There will be an icing as Witt was trying to look for an opening, but there was no one available, so that's the only thing he can do. By the Squall. Cassetta looking to push out. They do. He's been on the floor for quite a while. Pulowski puts it back to Witt. Just throw it in, and the Squall will go for a full line change.
Let's go.
Pushed out by Krusha. Trying to gain his own offside. It's going to get back to Southern. But they shot, he scores! Chris Lons with the tip-in top shelf. 2-0.
Let's go, Lons.
That was pretty good. 20 from 91. Work on that pass read.
Comes back out for the Squall. Lons, the recent goal scored to the outside. Led in points last season. Goes back behind the net over to Opelka. Around over to AJ Goodwin. Right corner, pressure by Janiga. The opposite corner, Southern knocks it down. And just gets double teamed. Now they crash on the boards.
Let's go, Reed. Keep it up, Reed.
Reed Southern back. Around, trying to set her up. No one there. Fricks on the attack. Trying to go to the outside. Fricks pulls up. Trying to center. Something there. And almost has something waiting for Benny Thompson. Tried to put the backhand on and just did not work out. Thompson will try again. This time it's to the left corner, racing with Brian Hooks. Let this play around. Pelka goes up, looking for Morgan, intercepted by Janiga. And Pelka pushes back in, and it was tipped, so no ice. Cernus waits behind his net as the Squall go for a change. Genie gets to the outside, and again, just can't transition. Squall up and dominating, and look out here, shot! Save by McMahon off the batting attempt from Ryan Reich. And we'll go to the Crowns. You have to clear, knock down. Pulowski, wrist shot into the corner. David Lane will pick it up. Ball goes down low to Cassetta, getting tied up with Forbes. Now everyone moves in, trying to get the ball moving back around. Attempt stopped by McMahon. Now the whistle blows. Walk away. And McMahon has it in the glove, and everyone trying to keep the tensions down.
Reeve is in a giving mood. If you're going to run that far, we're going to try to get to the ball.
And it's won by the Crowns. Decides to play backwards. Off the board. Looking for Cookingham. Kept in. Pulowski. Off the body. Attempted clear. Kept in by Jacob Ennis. Back to the right corner. Forbes with control. Now backhands it. Over to Reardon. Reardon. Goes over to the right. Picked up by Pulowski. Now drops it over to Cassetta, who will throw it back into the right corner. The Squall juggling their line. They had to set it back at the point. Now he cycles back down low. And it'll be forced to control over to Bateman. To the right corner. Cookingham centers up for Ingles. Try to slot one in, it goes into the corner. Behind the net. Cookingham over to Ingles. Ingles back in the corner, pressure by Ennis. Cookingham from the circle, shot, save, rebound, another save, 3 saves, and Gamoshi takes a swipe at Jim Bateman. But he's just going to walk away. Knows better. Learned a lesson from last time.
Our shifts are way too long.
Back in the corner. Still looking for control. Shot from Losey gets blocked. Pelka in the corner. Battling with Levine. Witt attempts a clear, cut in by Losey. Goes across. Finds Prusa. Goes down low again. Levine looking for an opening, and it gets cleared out of play by Pelka, and the face-off should be low. Won by the Crowns, but immediately picked up by Lund. Stolen away by Prusa. Shot is blocked. Will be cleared away by Witt. Attempted pass over to Lons, a little too hot, picked up by Tremaine. Prusa will pushes down low. Pinto tied up with Pelka. And now maybe coming up again, look out! Pinto and Pelka going at each other, and here we go again. There's still no call. They're going to let him play for now. Back and out it goes. Losey off the stick of Southern. Shot back shot. Chris Young with the follow-up and the Squall with a 3-0 lead.
That's Chris Young. 8 from 91.
Picked up, and here come the crowds again. It's Fritz. Plays around the left corner. Picked up by Reardon. A good block by the number 13, Benny Thompson. I can see tensions are starting to build up again, but it's now the team's trying to control it. Starting pass, shot goes high and out of play from Forbes. Goes to the Browns. Shot from Forbes gets blocked. Back off the end boards, and the motion comes out to cover. Goes back over toward the Squall, but immediately knocked down. Forbes for control, gives it away to Reardon, and he gives it right back over to Nathan Hans. Hans trying to go for the middle. Now try the shot, goes wide. Olowski up to lane, 2 minutes remaining in the second. Play it left over to Matt Reardon, who will just chip it to the left corner. Cassetta in a battle with Bateman. Correction at Cernus. Back the other way for the Crowns, it's Marshall. Marshall, drop pass. Greco with a shot save by Kamoshi. It's the Crowns bench. And a shot from Hans goes wide. Back to Greco on the right corner. Good poke check from Brian Hooks. Does it clear, fails. Back to Cernus. We'll just chip it to the right corner now. Back line for Marshall. Wrap around attempt. Gets cut off by Hooks. Marshall plays back, and Bateman goes down as he takes the shot and he misses wide. Ennis had control, gave it away. Marshall behind. Here's the call from Ingles. Shot save. Lost sight of it for a moment. Another shot. Another save by Kamoshi. Centering pass one more time. Rolling across the crease and out of play. 40 seconds left in the Squall, unable to change. Shot and immediately covered up by Kamoshi, and now they're allowed to change. Tie up. Witt trying to get away. 30 seconds left, and it's back over to Pelka. Attempted clear is successful. They're gonna say no ice. Lunds back in the corner. Could win as an option. The option's gone now as they battle in the corner. 14 seconds left. Still trying to fight for it as that goes across the crease, and now 5 seconds left. Time for one shot. But gets cut off by Pelka. 1 second and won't have enough time. So the Squall add 2 more to their tally, and they lead 3-0 after 2. Still have some work to do. Being down by 3 as Ennis will take control, take it to the outside. They have at least have been more disciplined than they were in the previous meetup. Back in. That gets blocked. Tremaine goes left. We'll find Pinto. And we'll just chip down low. Knocked away by Reardon. Tremaine in front of the Squall bench, crosses ground low to Losey. Now tries throwing on and stopped by Kamoshi. Chris Young takes a body, and they're not going to call it. Goes back to Reardon.
Yellow's off. Yellow's off.
The Crowns looking to try to go.
They do. Yeah, now
On his own corner. Squall finishing their team. Reardon trying to cycle around. Taken away by Greco. Goes across. Goes back. Was looking for Greco, but intercepted by Cassetta. Intended clear off of time. Lane goes across. Pulowski. Looking to go around. Shot. It goes high. Pushes back to the right corner. Picked up by Cassetta. It goes back into the left corner. Crowns with control. Stay behind their own net. Cernis up to Ryan Prusha and down deep over towards Reardon, who will clear the zone. Attempt to clear, and it is active. He Squall's control. Deep by Cassetta. Keeps around, goal time. Oh, big save by Daniel McNair. They've been looking for a lot more of that. Here's another shot, tipping it wide. Ryan Hook running off Greco. Gives it to Hans, goes across off the body. And going across, and almost took someone out with him. That's Ryan Prusha. Joe Marshall trying to fight off Sutton as they battle in front of the Squall bench. Turns it over. Bateman with a shot, he scores! Jim Bateman takes advantage of the defensive turnover, and the Crowns are on the board.
No worries, boys. That's not the door. No worries. No worries.
There's still plenty of time for the Crowns to come back in this game, as there'll be an icing.
Just make sure that next shift is the best shift. You gotta follow one shift after another. Let's make sure the next one is the best. Oh, you gotta finish, young man.
I know. Tie up on the draw, goes to the Crowns. Runs the roadblock, and it goes up to Tim Corrigan for the Squall. Passes to himself, shot, yanking, did on Dandy, saved by Steve McMahon. McMahon's been looking for more of those big stops as that one comes. Oh my goodness! It was icing, but it just barely missed the net, and Mark Kamoshi had no idea he was adjusting his equipment. That would have been a very embarrassing goal had that gone in. Here they come. Here is Corrigan. Back to the right. Pushed back in by Ingles. Now a shot from Pinto. Tipped wide.
Touch it!
And there's an injury. It's Tim Corrigan. He is down. I did not see what happened with Tim. But he's gonna get back to his feet, and clearly in pain. He's gonna head to the bench. He's holding his face, so I take it that he took something up high.
Slash to the head. How would that look that too? To the head. He turned around, played the ball, he turned around, just reacting right in the fucking head. Yeah. That's a dirty fucking play. We're just listening to the guys conversation.
So no penalty was called. And again, I didn't see anything. I was looking away from the play. And here is laying over to Reardon. He's going to play in a forward position, but he's going to be offside. 6:24 left in the third. Won by the Crowns. Losey and Forbes going back and forth each other, and it's back to Reardon in his own zone. Pressure back behind the net, and collision with everyone, all bodies flying, but we play on. Back to Fritz. Shot goes high and wide. Reardon settles it down, takes it behind his net. Takes it to the outside. Being pressured by Levine and puts it back over to Reardon. He was forced to play it. Back to Lane. And it was behind the red line. It's an icing.
Go, Sam. We need one, Sam. Regardless, visually, he can actually score on himself if he wins it back. If he doesn't pay attention, he's going to do 5 more. Oh, no, this is good now. This is good. He can actually win it back. He almost won it back.
Goes into the corner, picked up by Martin Witt. Josh Greco with a shot, gets blocked. Back to Greco again. Tries to go across and he score! Joe Marshall peeled away from the defense, and the Crowns are within one. Well, now the Crowns have made this even more interesting. They have taken advantage of some errors. And here comes the Squall the other way as Jacob Ennis was trying to look for possession, but now he's going to have to battle in the corner. Back around from Cernus. Stick handles a bit, now crosses, intercepted. Pusha gets pressured and now turns it over, and Lazarus' shot goes wide. Southern gets pressured by Hans, goes down, and a penalty will be called against Hans. The Crowns clearly do not agree with the call. But Nathan Hans will be serving 90 seconds. So that's going to put a damper on the Crowns' rally. As Southern puts it down, Pulowski batted it, but not toward the net. It goes back to the high slot. Here's Cassetta with a shot. Save by McMahon. And it will be cleared down the floor. Kamoshi, he's got to look out. Here comes Levine. And Ingles trying to put it up. Levine trying to get a shot off, but gets interrupted. The Crowns have been well known for having one of the best penalty kill units in the National Ball Hockey League. Now Witt will just chip it down and off of McMahon. Losey will take it back behind his goal line, stretches it up and off of Mark Kamoshi back to the floor. Cookadam just leaves it. Goes back over to Chris Young. Along the wall, interrupted by Tremaine. Attempted, clear, is successful just wide of Kamoshi. Reardon, but his push it up towards center. Pulowski goes across, was looking for Young, overstretched it, and back out it goes. About 10 seconds left on the penalty. Towards the Pilka, but just playing off the right corner. Back to Young, penalty is over. Back in the slot, knocked away by Greco. Out of the box. Goes over to Cookadam. Attempted centering pass, gets blocked by Reardon. Reardon goes back, intercepted by Greco. Greco got to hang on, trying to give his team his boost. He's a clutch player, and if there's any time to be clutch, it's now. And Greco by Chris Young. Now here's Tim Corgan the other way. A shot and a save by McMahon, and he'll hold it with 2:50 left. Now the Crowns are going to call a timeout. Goodwin wins the draw. It's all at the right boards to be picked up by James Forbes. Attempted clear fails back behind the net. Bruchel will take a look and now will play it across the board. We approach 2:30 left.
Behind you, Hooks, behind you. Go.
Will be chipped over and off the safety net. Plays back. Ingles with a shot wide of the net. McMahon is looking at the clock. He's going to stay in for now because the Squall have possession. Into the right corner. Picked up by Ingles. Takes a bump from Jacob Ennis. Back to the corner again. Ingles taking a couple of looks now, crosses to Forbes. 2 minutes left. McMahon starting to come out of the net. It's a 6-on-5. Plays back Forbes. Tries to chip up to Fritz. Broken up for a moment and back up and off the official. Took an elbow. Hansa pushes it down and gloved down by Mark Kamoshi, and the Crowns have an offensive zone draw. Taya. Goes through the Crowns to the outside. Marshall trying to look for a lane. And a couple of bodies go flying, but Greco has control. Greco thinking about it, now goes back to the point. Losey with a shot gets blocked. And here they come the other way with the empty net. To the outside, Pulowski shoots for the net, misses wide. Less than a minute 20 left. Losey taking it now, plays off to Hans. And trying to get some room, doesn't. It's chipped to the corner, and it's an icing. As the Crowns play it smartly and just let it go, and will take the offensive zone draw.
Nick, you good? Hey.
Guys, who you got? I got Nick.
Or no?
It's back to the Squall for a moment. Shot! Kamoshi is committed to the butterfly. Where is it? It is covered up. Exactly 1 minute left on the clock. As Kamoshi has now made a very crucial stop. And even better for the Squall, they're allowed to change. Back. And a shot goes into the corner from Forbes. Spinning off is Marshall. And Hans goes into the corner, trying to fight off Ryan Reich. Reich has control. He's trying to kill off the clock. Trying to chip forward, gets blocked. Good work by the forecheck as they really need it for the Crowns. Bateman trying to cut him off. Bateman tries to look for a shot. It's blocked. Back in the corner. Now back to the point. Shot goes high in the net and out of play.
Sam.
Let's see where they're going to put the face-off at. They're going to keep it down low.
DJ, you got that wing. DJ.
22 seconds remaining on the clock. It comes back into their zone. Witt behind the net. Trying to look for BJ Goodwin. Back in the corner. Marshall. Pushed back in by Witt. Trying to fight for control. It's going to be really critical in the last 5 seconds of the game. They collide away. He gets taken down. And that is game. A well-played game. A great effort by the Crowns. But the Squall hang on and will run away with a 3-2 victory over the Crowns.